Batarang! Batarang! I'm Batman. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Screen Tested. I am your host Tyrant, where we take things from movies, TV shows, games, pop culture, try to create them in the real world, and then test them one-to-one from the media that they come from. And in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at Batarangs. Yes, I'm a big Batman fan. I've always been a big Batman fan, and a lot of you guys out there are Batman fans too. And one of his most essential kit is the Batarang. Yes, it's basically a throwing knife. It's a sharpened piece of metal that he throws at bad guys, but he doesn't kill them, of course. Just remember that. Anyways, today we're going to be making some Batarangs out of steel, and then trying to put them in a head-to-head comparison to see which one performs the best out of the designs. Now, the three designs that I've chosen for today's episode is Batman Arkham's Batarang, because I love the Arkham series, love the Arkham games, and the Batarang is probably one of my personal favorites in terms of its design. Next up, we're going to go for Bale's. It's very pointy, so it should work really good. Well, I think it will anyway. And then lastly, we will go with Batflex from the DCEU, simply because I think it's an interesting design. It's kind of different to all of the others, and I kind of like the way it looks, so I thought it would be good to go with. Now, you're wondering why I'm doing three? It's a good question, and the answer is really simple. I only have enough metal to make three, because if I made all the Batarang designs, I would be here forever trying to do that by hand. So I'm going to be making three different designs and then trying them all out, and hopefully we can come up with a definitive answer of which one is the best design out of the three designs that we test. Let's get started. In terms of the overview for the build, there really isn't much to say today, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just cutting out some pieces of metal and using a grinder to shape them and putting an edge on them. That's it. So I think I'm just going to let the build footage play and have a little bit of background music. So enjoy the serenity, basically.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby.
Alrighty, it is time to try out a couple of Batarangs, at least the ones that I created. So we have three different Batarang variants. I have a little saw blade, but the point of today's video is I just want to see out of all these different subjects, which one actually throws the best, which one is the best one to use. Specifically, obviously, the Batarangs, as that is the point. Why don't we throw them a couple of times at Tony, Jarvis, Ultron, whatever we decide, we haven't decided yet. We'll throw a couple at him, throw a couple at a tree, maybe some water bottles, maybe some fruit. We'll try a couple of different mediums just so we can get a good baseline to see how good these things are at just being thrown for the most part. And then I will give my subjective, I guess is the best way to describe it, subjective thoughts on which one performed the best. All right, so let's just start with the saw blade. I don't expect much from this, but it's a good baseline as a sharp object. Ah, yes, I see. This is its ultimate function. Nah, that one didn't. All right, let's get started with the Batarangs. Let's see what they do. As with most things, they kind of just bounce off the armor, as honestly nothing really gets through it. That one's stuck into the ground. All right, I think that's enough. It's not going to get through that leather. I mean, the hidden blade didn't, Wolverine claws didn't. I doubt these guys are. So why don't we try the tree next, because the tree is a little bit softer and things like to get stuck into it. So let's give that a go. Over here, buddy. Whoa. Nah. Did not. That one's just good, man. Whoa. Okay, that one fell off a little bit. Whoa. And then Bales is the one that bounces. But Arkham, look at that. That was like an inch, 2 inches of penetration. It seems like Batflex is awesome, actually. Yeah, Bale seems to be bouncing now. Let's do this again. First we got Batflex. Oh, beautiful. Bale's bouncing. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, let's try Batflex. Ooh, close. And Bale's beautiful. Alrighty. Oh, whoa. This one got lodged in there like that. Both tips did. All right, so let's start off with the throwing disc. Just let's see what it does. Okay, that actually cut that open. I was not expecting that. That's what that did. Alrighty, time for the Batarangs. Let's start off with the Arkham one, my personal favorite. Man, these things leave some damage. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Let's start with the saw blade again. That left a little bit of a slice. All right, then we'll go to Bale. That's in there. All right, let's go to Batfleck. I got the tree behind it. And then we go to Arkham. Oh! Look at that. Beauty. Ah, that's sharp. So that pretty much concludes all the testing for the Batarangs, and honestly, it was fascinating because I think they all performed very close, and I have some numbers to prove that. Now, let's get started with some of the caveats first. First up, obviously I am throwing them, so there might be a little bit of variance between throws, this and that. I get all of those things, but these numbers are kind of like a baseline for the most part, because they're all I've really got to go off. So let's get into some of the numbers. Now these are going to be counting the hits. Now I threw Bale and Batflex Batarang a grand total of 9 times and the Arkham Batarang a grand total of 4 times. Now speaking specifically about the tree and getting the Batarangs to get lodged into that, I was able to hit the tree and get it to stay in a grand total of 5 times with Batflex and 4 times with Bale's, and then 2 times with the Arkham Batarang, which gives us a hit percentage for Batfleck of 55.5%, for Bale it is 44.4%, and for the Arkham Batarang it gave us a 50% hit ratio. These numbers are all incredibly close together. I thought some of them would perform a whole lot better and some of them a whole lot worse. They all kind of performed around the 50% mark, which is fascinating, which means that there isn't really a clear winner today. I mean, in the numbers, Batflex performed better, but very marginally. Like, is there a point of using it over another if the amount is so minimal? I think this means that I'm probably going to have to retest this in the future with more Batarang designs. Anyways, that is going to be all for today's episode. I genuinely hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time a new episode comes out. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Do Batarangs suck?